Businesses update their meeting room systems about every 5 years, and this will likely have been the last time that your team looked at AV systems and the technical requirements in detail. So do they make the time and relearn the industry now, or do they seek help from the professionals at a small cost? Today we're going to talk about how Meeting Room Doctor can go beyond our video content and provide expertise and engage directly with your team when perhaps you're going through an office move, a refurbishment, or an AV refresh. We acknowledge that these projects will happen infrequently and your team will be thrust into procurement and construction decisions that won't necessarily be comfortable for them, and we want to help with this. So I'm pleased to introduce Meeting Room Doctor Surgery. Before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. I'm the Meeting Room Doctor. Let's open surgery. Meeting Room Doctor Surgery is one of two ways my team can help you directly. Meeting Room Doctor Surgery provides professional AV consultancy, the type normally reserved for large or multinational firms, but for a fixed fee per room. It's perfect for companies wanting to get their meeting rooms specified correctly and establishing a solution benchmark for competitive pricing. If you are a construction or IT company, you will want to make sure that your recommendations are correctly specified to maintain your solid reputation. In both cases, a Meeting Room Doctor approved status will give peace of mind. Meeting Room Doctor Surgery offers a package of vital information which includes display size calculations, a reverberance assessment and treatment options, display wall elevation templates, hardware recommendations, and a comprehensive companion guide. Everything within Meeting Room Doctor Surgery starts with your plans, your construction plans, and with these we can provide clear guidance on a number of aspects. First of all, we have the display size. We want to establish what is the most suitable type and size of display for your meeting room because size matters. Too small, people won't see. Too big, the image is overpowering and tiring to look at. Both issues will make people disengage and reduce productivity on your meeting space. There is an optimal size, and the AV industry use a DISCAS formula to define this. And what we do is we take furthest and closest viewer measurements, the audience profile, so that's whether the audience is going to be a seated or a standing one, the type of content you're going to display, so this is whether it's a PowerPoint presentation or some medical data, the installation height of the screen, and apply calculations to that data to establish the right size. We can make recommendations for single screens, dual screens, and the new 21:9 aspect ratio ultra wide format display screens. Next we will look at acoustics, and this is probably the most overlooked part of your meeting room setup. Not done correctly and people simply won't hear properly. Acoustics can be simplified into three areas: background noise, reverberance, and signal to noise ratio. In surgery we assess reverberance, which is the bouncing of sound waves off hard surfaces like walls, ceilings and furniture. Poor reverberance control creates echo, and this will reduce intelligibility, which makes it more difficult to hear and be heard. This may also reduce the effectiveness of any AI tools that you may be using to transcribe the spoken word. So controlling reverberance is the most effective way of improving the audio performance in the meeting room. We assess reverberance using an RT60 calculation, which takes the room's measurements and the coefficient properties of walls, floors, ceilings, and the materials in the room. The calculation provides a benchmark in seconds for the time it takes for a sound, like a hand clap, to decay by 60 decibels. The WELL standard tells us to look for a value of 0.6 of a second in a meeting room setting. If the score calculated exceeds 0.6 of a second, we will recommend acoustic treatment. These are specialist wall coverings, acoustic panels, or maybe soft furniture, and their job is to absorb sound waves to reduce echo. Again, RT60 calculations are used to work out the positive impact of these mitigations and provide what we call a treated score. So within the Meeting Room Doctor Surgery package, we provide a detailed report showing reverberance in your room, the before and after values where treatment is recommended, and details of what mitigations to install. We can either supply these acoustic treatments or provide recommendations for your own contractors to install. Installing AV systems seems easy. We've all hung a TV at home, right? And that's not particularly difficult. But in a meeting room environment, we have a lot more to consider. We have more components connected together. We need to consider cable routes to connect these systems. The wall strength needs to be considered because often in commercial office fit outs, we're not fixing into brick walls, we're using plasterboard walls. We must consider installation heights and the placement of power and data so the installation is nice and neat and hidden out of way all of the services. It is also important to communicate any requirements early to the construction team, and this will allow time for the trades to install the services that you need and not affect the programme or provide additional cost. In surgery, we provide AV wall elevations in PDF format, showing a stage-by-stage build-up of services and their positions, including accurate measurements to allow the construction teams to build what you need. Now let's look at the hardware recommendations. So manufacturers can only use generic bandings, for example, small room, medium room or large room, because they're not familiar with the nuances of a specific meeting room build. And this is only part of the story. What at Meeting Room Doctor we do is provide recommendations based on your actual room, and it includes all components: display screens, brackets, video conferencing equipment, acoustic treatment. We account for the room size and its format, the room use, and any AI features that you want to use, and that's both hardware and productivity. Above all, we look at your plans and we plan around your specific requirements. So procurement, let's look at that. You now know what you need. Let's find a competent installer. We have a Meeting Room Doctor approved installer program, and we think this is very, very important, because there are lots of people who can install systems, but doing them right is really, really important. At the Meeting Room Doctor, what we do is we evaluate our approved installers, assessing their technical competence, their experience, the quality of their installation and the quality of their ongoing support. If you are going through a design and build process, this is no problem as well. We can provide a detailed package to allow for truly competitive tendering and peace of mind that the solution is right. As a Meeting Room Doctor surgery customer, you will receive our comprehensive companion guide. In this document, we deep dive into all aspects of meeting room technology. We talk about different technologies and the advancements within AI, and we look at industry standards to help you understand what sits behind our recommendations. Due to Meeting Room Doctor's unique position as a media partner to many AV vendors, we regularly get discount codes, extended warranty offers, and Meeting Room Doctor exclusive events and incentives. As a Meeting Room Doctor surgery and Meeting Room Doctor on your team customer, you will have access to these too. We'd love you to be part of our Meeting Room Doctor surgery program. Check out the links in the description for details of how to contact our team and get the ball rolling. If you prefer a more engaged experience, check out our video explaining our Meeting Room Doctor on your team service. This is a more hands-on service designed for companies refurbishing or relocating over a longer period of time. In addition to surgery items, we also have a program of one-to-one support activities that include a detailed kick-off meeting where we engage fully with your team to immerse ourselves in your project. We attend weekly project calls to make sure that both the technical and construction aspects are going to plan. We effectively become part of your project team. We'll do equipment deep dives, move and replace analysis, and make detailed hardware recommendations as we do within our surgery. We can support tenders, we can verify installation success, and provide recommendations for ongoing support as well. If you found this video useful, check out our other Fundamentals series videos where we cover a wide variety of meeting room technologies and discuss the types of things that AV professionals consider when they're looking at meeting room technology. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your support. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Let's all agree every meeting room deserves to be doctor approved. But for now, I've got other patients waiting. Meeting Room Doctor out.